Howdy, folks. WoodYouWalsh.com here. Back again for another Wayhomer review. For the uninitiated, here's how this works. I've just left the cinema, where I have seen a film, and this is my car. And I'm going to tell you about the film that I've just seen on my way home. And today we're here to talk about the next 3 days. Okay, so next 3 days. Synopsis is this. Basically, Russell Crowe is just an ordinary guy, living an ordinary life with his ordinary but slightly hot wife and child. And basically, the day is starting off normal when suddenly the cops burst in and arrest his wife on suspicion of murder. And after a bit of time, it's shown that basically she got convicted and winds up in prison. And I'm not giving anything away, it's not on the trailer, but basically she's running out of options from the standpoint of not being in prison. So, in desperation, basically he decides to break her out of the joint, so to speak. So yeah, there's your synopsis. Okay, the bottom line is, it's obviously a thriller. Now, one of the things that I will warn you about is it's kind of like a slow-boiling thriller. It's not a short film. It's 2.5 hours, it takes, I won't say it takes a while to get going, because that implies that it's not going while it's building up everything that's, it's setting the stage for what's going to happen. And a lot of what's in the trailer would make you think that, it's 30 minutes of setup and 2 hours of a chase scene a la a Tony Scott film, which it's not. So I don't want anybody to get the wrong impression like the trailer gives you. I guess it sort of makes sense because they don't want to make you think that you're going to deal with, like, family drama and everything for a long amount of time, but you are. Now, that being said, is that a bad thing? Not necessarily. Mostly because the person who is taking you through all of that is Russell Crowe, who is, if nothing else, a fantastic actor and has a great way of being, you know what it is? Here's what I think is fascinating about Russell Crowe, is that, like, you look at The Insider, or you look at, Beautiful Mind, he wasn't quite so ordinary, but Russell Crowe is kind of like the ordinary guy that all ordinary guys wish they were, because he's so very intense about it, and thoughtful, and yet funny at the same time, and he could be all these various things, and pretty much there's not a guy in the audience who's going, yeah, that'd be all right. But he for a guy who's played, like, Maximus and all this Russell Crowe stuff, he's also really good at playing just an every guy, and kind of pulls that off. I think he's a great actor. So with him on board taking us through this slow build-up as to what's going to happen, I think it works. And of course, under the direction of Paul Haggis, it works quite well. But here's the thing. When it kicks off and pretty much doesn't stop for a while. And the anxiety one feels, what thrillers used to do, which is, thrill you, would not work if you did not have that foundation upon which to build upon. If you had not seen everything that went into what's happening, then I don't think you would appreciate it like you do. So, I mean, all of that to say, if you're fine with a drama that leads into a thriller, and you have 2.5 hours to spend, then I think you'd be fine with it. Now, do you need to see it on the big screen? Probably not. It would be fine as a rental. There's nothing really that demands the big screen. So, I mean, the bottom line is, for this weekend, I mean, you're going to go see Harry Potter anyway, so it doesn't matter. But the main thing is, good film, decent film, fine on DVD. Also of note is the fact that Liam Neeson comes in and delivers a scene with the kind of intensity that only Liam Neeson can. And Brian Dennehy has, like, third billing in the film and probably has, like, 8 lines. But he's Brian goddamn Dennehy, so what can you do? He is, even when he's not in the scene, not talking, it is still Brian Denny. And respect must be paid. So yeah, I mean, the next 3 days, quite good, quite entertaining, slow build, but worth it in the end. I'm not quite sure what else to say about it. The cup-wise, I'll say that. Cup-wise, I think I'll give it 3.5. There's a plot, I won't say twist, kind of like a wrinkle, maybe a crease or something, a plot crease that I almost wish was not in there, because it sort of makes things less nebulous, and I'm not giving it away, but it makes things less nebulous. And I almost wonder if the original film, which I think was French, I wonder if that was in there, because, you know, we Americans, we like things to be... So I don't know if that's the case or not, but I kind of wish that had not been in there, and it probably might have scored higher if not for that. But what it did really well. So there you go, the next 3 days. What remains for me to say is thank all of you for watching. I hope these things are informative, if not mildly entertaining. And if you enjoy this stuff, come check us out for more stuff on needcoffee.com. And I'll remind you yet again, which I will do until probably New Year's, so be prepared, is that one of the ways that you can support us is by, you're going to shop online on Amazon anyway, so do it through Need Coffee, and we get kickbacks. And, and the other thing I'll say is, for those of you who stumble in Facebook and retweet this, and anything else that you like on needcoffee.com, don't just send anything, the stuff you like, because we want to be honest, right? It helps us out a great deal. So thank you for everybody for all of your undying support. And yeah, so that's it. We're turning on the interstate now, at last. Ooh, traffic. So we'll see you next time, folks. Bye. We might be the next 3 days getting home in this traffic, honestly.